Hello, Sota.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, how are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Good, I'm good. A little bit tired today. Like doing exercise for 2 hours, a little bit over the limit, but I'm good right now. Okay, why everyone so late? What about you, Say and Long?
I'm doing good, teacher.
Good to be good.
Mm.
Last Friday, you learned something? Sota, did you join the class on Friday? Long? Can you hear me or not really?
Yes,
Okay. So did you join the class on Friday?
I joined by the link.
Okay, so you joined the class. Did you learn something or not really? Hello, everyone. Why are you so quiet? What day? How are you doing?
Good evening, teacher.
Yeah. Did you join the class on Friday?
I'm not bad. And you?
I'm good, actually.
Yes.
Okay. Did you learn something or not really?
Learned how to fill the sentence with present continuous
Oh,
form.
okay. Today we will do something about the number and trends. So, Long, can you go first?
Lesson 8, Numbers in Trends. Numbers were one of the first things you probably learned in English class, but many students have difficulty saying very big and very small numbers in English. In this lesson, you'll practice saying complicated numbers and you'll learn how to talk about trends. Let's warm up with some pronunciation practice. It's common to confuse numbers like 13 and 30. This shows why it's important to put the stress on the correct syllable. In 13, the stress is on the second syllable. And in 30, the stress is on the first syllable. Listen and repeat. 13, 30, 14, 40.
Yeah.
15, 50, 16, 60, 17, 70, 18, 80, 19, 90.
This one.
Big numbers. Now let's move on to some bigger numbers. 100 or 100 in formal spoken English. 435 or 435 in formal spoken English. 1000 or 1000 in formal spoken English. The numbers that are bigger than 1000, you can use the comma to separate parts of the number. 5,468, 10,000, 7,000, 75,120, 100,000, 322,986. Let's continue to the really big numbers. 1 million, 1 billion, and 1 trillion. Again, to say these numbers in English, read the number from left to right, saying each part between the commas individually. 3,209,611. Big numbers practice. I'm going to show you some numbers. Try to say them first, then check your answer.
Okay. Go on.
84, 723, 112,
Oh.
2,506, 900, 9,999, 18,275,
Mhm.
300, 360,200, 8,985,310.
Good. Okay.
Small numbers. Now that you know how to say big numbers, let's learn small numbers. Decimal and fraction. Decimal 1.5, 8.09, 0.317. Note that we say each number after decimal point individually. 7.25. When saying an email address or website, this dot is called dot.
Mhm.
But when saying a number, this dot is called point. 3.6. Fraction 1.5, 4.5, 1/3, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, 1/8, 1/9, 1/10. The
Mhm.
fraction can be difficult to pronounce because of the t at the end, but it's good to practice because you'll need these words for days and ordinal numbers. First place, second place, third place, fourth place, etc. Small numbers practice. I'm going to show you some small numbers. Try to say them first and then check your answer. 42.51, 0.296, 29.8, 13.5, 1, 2/3, 5.04, 2/5,
Mhm.
3/4, 70.99.
Okay.
Special rules for money and dates. In English, prices are said differently from other decimal. 4.95, 4.95. Oh. When talking about money, don't say point and say the numbers after the point together, 95 rather than separately. Here are more examples. 1242, 3680, short form 18710. 16710, long form $167.10. Short form 395.23, long form $395.20. With prices over 100, the short form can be confusing, but people often say the long form to make the number clear. Let's look at dates. When saying the year in English, we divide it into two parts and say them separately. 1981, 1762, 1500, 1609. There are some exceptions beginning with the year 2000. Year 2001, year 2002, year 2003, etc. Year 2010 and later, 2010 or 2010, 2015 or 2015, 2023 or 2023.
Okay.
I know it's confusing, but when saying days of the month, we use ordinal numbers as in the fraction September 3rd, January 25th. Note that when writing the dates, it is different in American and British English. British English 25/1 2012. American English 1st 25th 2012. Money and dates practice. I'm going to show you some price and dates. Try to say them first and then check your answer. 750, 1285, 2914.
Mhm.
$209.20. November 27th, 1964. March 12th, 2007. August 6th, 2014. January 18th, 1911. April 30th, 1883. Changes and trends. Now let's learn vocabulary for describing trends. If numbers are going up, going down, or staying the same. Sales went up, sales increased, sales rose, sales climbed. Sales went down, sales decreased, sales fell, sales dropped. Sales remained constant, sales stayed the same. Sales fluctuated, sales went up and down.
Yeah.
Sales leveled out around 2006. Sales stabilized around 2006. Sales reached a high point in 2005. Sales peaked in 2005. Sales reached a low point in 2005. Sales bottomed out in 2005.
Good.
In addition to talking about the directions of the change, we can also talk about the degree of the change, if it was a big change or a small change. Sales decreased slightly. There was a slight drop in sales. Sales decreased dramatically. There was a huge drop in sales. Sales gradually increased. Sales of our red product suddenly increased. Sales of our blue product suddenly decreased. Sales of our red product jumped / took off. Sales of our blue product plummet / dropped / fell. You finished lesson 8. Log in tomorrow for lesson 9. Letters and emails. Answers.
Okay. Yeah, it's a long one, but it's easy. I know what you need to know this kind of easy lesson as well. Okay, who want to go next? We read again. Okay. So that, let's go. Are you there, Sata? Or who else can? Sata is here. Sata, you can try. What happened? You cannot hear me, or what? Something wrong with the Zoom again? Can you hear me?
Let's start lesson 8. Number. No. Here clearly, teacher.
Okay.
But I wait the kid to read out.
Okay. It's okay. Then who wanna do it first? You long already. You did it. Suta, are you there? I think Suta is gone somewhere. David? What happened? It seemed like Suchan, you can hear me?
Teacher, you hear me?
Yeah, good. I can hear you. Okay. Then you can start.
Difficult to find the unmute teacher. Okay,
Yeah, I know the new function.
lesson 8. Numbers and trends. Number were one of the first things you probably learn in English class, but many students have difficulty saying very big and very small numbers in English. In this lesson, you will practice saying complicated numbers out and learn how to talk about trends. Let's warm up with some pronunciation practice. It's common to confirm number like 13 and 30. This shows why it's important to put the stress on the correct syllable in 13, and the stress is on the second syllable, and in 30 the stress is on the first syllable. Listen and repeat.
Okay. You can read it like 13,
13,
30. Yeah.
30, 30, 14, 40, 15, 50, 16, 60, 17, 70, 18, 80, 19, 90.
Mhm.
Big numbers. Now let's move on to some bigger numbers. 100 or 100 in informal spoken English. 435 or 435 in informal spoken English. 1000 or 1000 in formal spoken English. In numbers that are bigger than 1000, you can use the comma to separate the parts of the number. 5468, 10,000, 75,120, 100,000, 322,000, 986. Let's continue to really big numbers. 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion. Again, to say these numbers in English, read the number out from left to right, saying each part between the commas individually. 3,209,611. Finish, teacher?
Yeah. So Taya, you can go on this one.
Big number practice. I'm going to show you some numbers. Let's try to say them first and then check your answer. 84, 700, 723, 112, 2,506,
Yeah. How do you say that? Then you can read again. Okay, let's start from here.
in numbers that are bigger than 1,000, you can use comma to separate the part of the number. 5,468,
Mhm.
10,000, 75,120, 100,000, 322,986. Let's continue to a really big number. 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion.
Okay.
Again, to say this number in English, read the number from left to right, saying each part between the comma individually. 3,209,000, 3,209,611. Big number practice. I'm going to show you some numbers. Try to say them first.
Yeah.
84, 723, 112,
Mhm.
2,506, 9,999.
Good. Next. Go on. 18,000, something like that.
18,275.
Yeah. Go on. 360,000, something like that. It's just, yeah.
um 36,200, 3 billion, 3 million,
This one not million.
no,
This one,
below that, yes,
yeah, 8 million, something like that. And 985,000 and 310, something like that. We just move on from here, you know. Try again. I know the number is something like easy, but it's a little bit complicated sometimes. That's why I raised this lesson up. Try again this one.
8 million, 8,098,000,
985,000, something like that. Okay, because it's gonna be 1,000. Okay, so it's like, you see, it's like 300, and then his 1000, here is the whole 1000 digits, and then this is million. So 8,985,000, because this is in the column of in the place of 1000, and then this is 310.
8 billion 900
Not
8 billion
8 million.
8 million 8,900 85,000 and 108 110.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Small number. Now that you know how to say big number, let's learn small numbers. Decimals and fraction. Decimals 1.5, 8.09, 8.09, 0.317. Note that we say each number after the decimal point individually.
Decimal. Okay, this is decimal point. Okay.
Decimal point.
individually.
7.25, not 7.25.
Yeah. Okay, read again. It's a really important number. Okay, you have to learn how to read this number correctly. Otherwise, when you study math in English or something, that is gonna be a little bit drive you crazy sometime. Okay, read again, and everyone, you have to listen carefully. Okay, not everyone gonna read the whole thing again, so you have to read it. One of your friend read, you have to check and understand it. If you don't understand, raise your hand and ask question. Again,
Small number. Now that you know how to say big number, let's learn small numbers. Decimals
decimal.
and fraction. Decimals 1.5, 8.09 or 8.09, 0.317. Note that we say each number after the decimal point individually.
Decimal point.
Decimal
Yeah.
7.2, 7.25, not 7.25.
Yeah, good. Let's go.
When saying an email address or website, this is called dot. But when saying a number, this called point.
Yeah.
3.6. Fraction. One
Fraction.
half.
Okay.
Fraction. One half. 4.5. 1/3. 1/4. 1/5. 1/6. 1/7. 1/8. 1/9. 1/10. A fraction can be difficult to pronounce because of the th at the end, but it's good to practice because you'll need this word for that or
An ordinal number.
ordinal numbers, first place, second place, third place, fourth place. Small number practice. I'm going to show you some numbers. Let's try to say them first and then check your answer.
Okay, what is it?
Forty-two 42.51.
Good.
0.26, 0.296.
Okay.
29.8. 30.5.
Is it 1/2 or something? Yeah.
1/2.
One
Five
of first.
point-
What do we say this one? Long? This one.
I think I said 1.
Yeah, it should be 1.
1 2/3.
Yeah, 1 2/3. Okay, go on.
504.
Mm-hmm. No, point. Get the 5 point, right? This one?
Second, fifth.
Yeah, because it's the fraction, you know? We don't say second, we say 1, okay? You see, 1/7, 1/8, okay? 1/9. So here is 1. 9 is like ordinal kind of number, if you want to say that. 1/10. So that is the way we have to know how to say the fractions, okay? In the fractions, what is it? Oh no, fraction.
Up here.
Yeah. Okay, we can go on. Okay, so Ta, you can continue from this one. Mấy?
Okay. 29.8. 13.5.
Yeah,
1 2/3.
good.
5.004.
Yeah,
2/5.
good,
3/4.
good.
70.99.
Good. Go on.
Special rules for money and dates. In English, prices are set differently from other decimals. 4.95. 4.95.
Yeah. So this is the decimal number. We can say 4.95, but the number, like the price, the money, kind of currency, we say 4.94. Okay. We don't say even point. We just say 4.94. 95 to 95. Okay, go on.
When talking about money, don't say point and say the numbers after the point together, 95, rather than separately. Here are some more examples. 1242, 80. In a short form, we say 167.10. In a long form, we say $167.10. In a short form, we say 395.23. In a long form, we say $395.23.
Okay. Let's move on a little bit more.
With prices over 100, the short form can be confusing. So people often say the long form to make the numbers clear. Let's look at dates. When saying the year in English, we divide it into two parts and say them separately. 1981, 1762,
What happened to you?
1500,
Okay.
1609.
All right.
There are some exceptions beginning with the year 2000.
Okay.
2001, 2002, 2003, etc.
Oh.
2010 or years 2010 and later. 2010 or 2010. 2015 or 2015. 2023 or 2023.
Okay.
I know it's confusing. Finally, when saying days of the month, use the ordinal numbers as in the fractions. September 3rd, January 25th. Note that when writing the dates, it is different in American and British English. British English, 25th,
January.
January 2012.
Yeah.
American English, January 25th, 2012.
Okay.
Money and dates practice. I'm going to show you some prices and dates. Try to say them first and then check your answers. 750, 1285, 29, 14.
Okay. Go on.
Oh. 209, 20 cents.
It's gonna be dollar something, when I say long form.
209 in 20 cents dollars.
Yeah, $209.20.
$9.20. Okay.
Yeah.
November 27th in 1964.
Yeah.
March 12th, 2007.
Okay.
August 6th to 2014.
Okay.
January 18th, 19 and 11.
Okay.
April 30 and 1883.
Okay. Good. Yeah, we start right there. Any question from the other? Saying and long, oh no, Ravit, Watai. Any question through this one? This one you can learn it by yourself. It's not difficult. Just the words. But I want to go back to this again. Okay. Ravit,
Yes, teacher.
please read it.
Big numbers. Now let's move on to some bigger number. 100 or 100 in formal spoken English. 435 or 435 in formal spoken English. 1,000 or 1,000 in formal spoken English.
Okay.
In numbers that are bigger than 1,000, you can use the comma to separate the parts of the number. 5,468, 10,000, 75,120, 100,000, 322,986.
Mhm.
Let's continue to the really big numbers. 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion. Again, to say these numbers in English, read the number from left to right. Say each part between the commas individually.
Okay.
3,209,611. Big numbers practice. I'm going to show you some numbers. Try to say them and then check your answer.
Okay, here we go.
84, 723, 112,
Okay.
2,506,
Mhm.
9,999,
Good.
18,275,
Okay.
300, 360,200 and 200.
Yeah.
8 million, 8,985 and 310. 18.
This one again.
Yes. 8,985, 310.
1,000 first. Okay. 985,310. Yeah. Okay, let's go to this one.
Small numbers. Now that you know how to say big numbers, let's learn small numbers, decimals, and fractions.
Yeah, go ahead.
The decimal 1.5, 8.09, or 8.09, 0.317.
Yes.
Note that we say each number after the decimal point individually. 7.25, not 7.25.
Okay. Yeah. Now let's practice this one. Read this one.
But when saying a number, this is called point. 3.6, fractions. 1/2, 4.5, 1/3, 1/4, 1/4, 1/5, 1/6, 1/7, 1/8, 1/9, 1/10, a tenth. The fractions can be difficult to pronounce, but because of the th at the end, but it's good to practice because you'll need this word for dates and ordinal number, first place, second place, third place, fourth place, etc. Small numbers, practice. I'm going to show you some numbers. Try to say them first and then check your answer.
Yeah, start with this too easy one.
$42.51. Is it right, teacher?
Again, 42.
0.51.
Yeah, like that.
0.296.
Yeah. Go on.
29.8. 13.5.
Yeah. What is it? This one.
1.
Yeah, 1/2, something like that.
1/2. Okay. 5.04.
Yeah. Next.
2/5.
Okay, good. Okay. Let's hear from Say. So you can start from here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Third. 5.04. 2/5. Third, fourth. 70.99. Detail. You have to scroll down.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Answer at the end of this lesson. Special rules for money and dates. In English, prices are set differently from other decimals. 4.95. 4.95. When talking about money, don't say point and say the numbers after the point together, 95 rather than separately. Here are more examples. Yes, 12.42, 36.80, short from 167.10, long from $167.10, short from 395.23, long from $395.23. With prices over $100, the short form can be confusing, so people often say the long form to make the number clear. Let's look at dates. When saying the year in English, we divide it into two parts and say them separately. 1981, 1762, 1500, 1609. There are some exceptions beginning with the year to 2000. Years 2001, 2002, 2009, 2001, 2002, 2003, etc.
Yeah.
Years 2010 and later, 2010, 2010 or 2010, 2015, 2015 or 2015, 2023, 2023 or 2023. I know it's confusing. Finally, when saying days of the month, use the ordinal numbers as in the fractions. September 3rd, September 3rd, January 25th, January 25th. Note that when writing the dates, it is different in American and British English.
Yeah. Can you try it? Which one is British?
British English, 25th, 1, 2012. American English, 1, 25th, 2012.
Not one.
Money,
First.
oh,
This
first,
is
first.
the month, okay, not first. This is the month. It should be January, okay?
Yes.
Because this is the date, like yeah, 25th.
Oh, yes. January 25th, 2012. Money and dates practice. I'm going to show you some prices and dates. Try to save them first and then check your answer. 7.50 cents. 12.85 cents.
Okay. Let's go on to this one.
200, 209, 20 long form. November 27, 1964. March 12, 2007. August 6, 2014. January 18th, 1911.
Okay. Okay, that is good, everyone. You need to read again and try your best to practice it again and again. I know it's the kind of boring, but you need to understand at least how to say this simple kind of number. Okay. And good night for today.
Good night, teacher.
Yeah. Good night.
Good.